Okay, here we go. All right, so either we're live now or we've been live for a few seconds before watching me drink coffee. One or the other. We're not really sure. But we're using Zoom tonight because some technical difficulties, so we'll make this work. But welcome to our ongoing Coriolis, the Third Horizon campaign. We are running the official campaign for this system, called the well, I guess the campaign's called Mercy of the Icons, and the first part's the Emissary Lost. Oop, oop, nope, it's this camera now. Oop, I'm so used to looking at the camera. So currently, the crew of the Sacred Oasis has followed the trail of the missing emissary and the niece of their captain down to the planet Kua. And after engaging in some talks, we'll say, with with various people from the underworld and other places, they have not like the underworld, like the criminal underworld. They have now taken basically an airboat to a sunken city, a city that was flooded by the crash of a dam some 50 years ago. And when they got here, they've been working their way up the sides, the terraces, as it would be, to get to the top, which is where they got last time. And as we kind of come over the top of these terraces, looking out into what was a beautiful palace, now with many of the gardens sunken down, a large tower rises out of a huge pool in the center. We will kind of go through an intro of the characters. Rahman is he ate too much baklava, so he's kind of following behind. So we'll see if he catches up. But for now, we'll go with who's here. So, Crystal, tell us about your character.
I play Cyrus Toima. She has a robot arm from her left arm due to an injury she had before becoming the engineer aboard the Sacred Oasis. She is currently traveling with her companions through a jungle and praying that to the judge or to the Lady of Tears that today is not the day that she will meet her fate. And that is Cyrus Toima.
Excellent. Nikki, tell us about your character.
I play Amira. She is the captain of the Sacred Oasis, and she is looking forward to coming to some sort of conclusion with this mystery, as now they've seen a few people die because of this, and she's hoping that her niece was not one of them, and that maybe they could even help the emissary. She's not sure how she feels about the emissaries, but she is not the judge, although she was born under that sign, and she will not going to think that the emissary is evil just because that's what she's been told. Plus, she's been hearing the emissary's voice in her head, and she doesn't understand how that could be evil. So that's Amira. That's what's going through her head right now.
And how could such a sweet song be evil, right?
Exactly.
And following along, as always, is Mike's character. Tell us about your character, Mike.
Yes, I'm the camp follower. I'm playing Saeed. Saeed is the gunner of the Sacred Oasis. He is the former bodyguard of Amira, and but now has gone from a professional relationship to a much more personal relationship, and views her much more as a sister. Right now, he's got a lot of concern because things have been amping up. Amir has been injured quite a few times recently, and he's worried about the last chest wound that she has had, and the fact that Akuba, the adjudicator, is along doesn't bode well, because adjudicators tend to bring violence with them. They're not known for their peaceable habits, and he is back into his comfortable armor again, which he does not mind, but he is also that he doesn't like snapping back into that soldier mindset that he finds himself into again. And so he's fighting with that again. Is he the soldier, or is he the civilian guardian? And that's Said.
Excellent. Right, exactly. Along with you is Akuba, the adjudicator who had been assigned to help you out by the judge back on Coriolis, not the icon, the judge, but the judge you're working with. Yeah, she seems ready for whatever might happen, realizing that there has been some violence. The engineer slash gunsmith who kind of gave you these coordinates here was shot dead as you were escaping the mansion there yesterday. So she's a little bit on edge. So you would know that this Sul Mahala Palace, it's located near these huge gardens that were actually originally created there over 100 years ago by Prince Mahala M. Abdallah. It was his summer residence at that. And the gardens were said to be amazing with birds that sang songs that no other birds in all of the horizon had sung. And he donated, or he created this garden for his wife. And fortunately, an incident, which is not spoken of, between his wife and his brother, saw them both executed. And the garden was considered a cursed place. So for many years, it sat empty until this industry built up around it some 50 years ago or so. And of course, people forget these old legends until the Cataract Dam was opened or destroyed, or it's a little unclear as to what happened because they're closed files, and flooded this place out. So as you're looking at it now, the jungle takes back pretty quickly what it gives. So you're looking out at, again, mostly smashed walls. You can see the remnants of sculptures and things that are half buried in mud and wrapped with various types of vines. And there's beautiful foliage everywhere. Most notably, you see that there is the only kind of building that remains on this terrace is a very large tower, probably about 10 stories tall, you would imagine. Although 4 of those stories are below water at this point in a pool. It's pretty close to the walking path, probably only less than 5 meters out, and you can see that there are some balconies that kind of stretch out over the walking path. As you're kind of looking up at this site, you can see all around. Obviously, you're pretty high. You don't see any signs of life beyond animals. So what are you guys doing?
So I'm sorry. Are we currently on the boat? You said.
No, we're at the top.
Okay,
No.
we're at the top.
You got off the boat the last session and climbed up the side.
Yeah.
You kind of went up these terraced paths to get to the top. Essentially, you're looking at waterfalls pouring over. It was controlled water at one point, but no longer. Now it just kind of pours out into the marshes. Many like rivulets of streams coming together. Basically, nature taking back like what once was. So you kind of climbed up the side of what would have been like terraced housing, and now you're kind of at the top.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're at the top.
Cyrus will look to the others and just see what they want to do.
Well, we didn't climb up here to not try to find what we came for. What do you think would be the best way, Said?
Said's just going to look around, just retcon from there, see what, can we see anything, any activity now that we got some height advantage?
Okay, yeah, sure. You can definitely see that as you're looking out. So imagine you get this like terraced area and you're looking out in wood. It would have been from where you are essentially right now is on the top of what used to be a wall, right? So there's a wall surrounding this garden area with this tower, but of course the garden area is now filled with water. So you're looking at essentially a small pond. Yeah, I'll read the text because I like the way they write is really cool. All right, so what used to be the highest of the wall terraces collapsed, forming a dark pond from which broken ruins protrude here and there. Broken glass and shattered mosaics glimmer just below the surface in the faint light that penetrates the mist. In the middle of the pond, a central tower of the palace looms, dark in the distance. The main entrances are deep underwater, obviously, but some of the balconies are accessible as they kind of hang over. So from where you're at, that's really all you see. You hear more than see anything. You can kind of hear this like hissing sound. Sounds like coming out of you think the tower or some of the walls, just kind of like a, but nothing you can really put your finger on. Otherwise, it's pretty eerily quiet up here. You can hear some of the animals down in the lower parts, but a handful of birds fly up here, but not too many, and they don't perch. You don't see any like nests or anything.
Okay, so from our advantage point, the best way to get down would be the tower in the center. Is that what we're seeing then?
Right. The tower in the center seems to be the only functional building. Everything else is pretty much underwater.
Okay,
Half the tower's under the water, of course.
right.
Yeah. And of course, you'd be able to see more from the tower. You could also circle around the tower if you want to. You're kind of on a wall. If you want to retcon the entire kind of surface area of the garden, you could do that. But the only like place to go, if you will, besides back down, would be the tower. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and actually, because you're looking around, you notice as well. I think you would notice this. You don't have to roll for this. At the top of the tower, because it's kind of crumbled, you can actually see it looks like there's a tree growing out of the top of the tower, because you can see some branches sticking up. But also, probably more peculiar is within the tree branches themselves, you can see what looks like to be stretched tarps.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they don't look like they're just like hung there from the wind. They look like they're stretched and tied.
With my sensor scope, can I pick up anything that's on the top of the tower then? Am I getting any readings?
Yeah, I think so. Do observation, and you can have +1 for the scope. See if you pick up anything specific. Because remember, there's jamming going on. Okay, yeah. So of course, you knew about that. The radio signal is being jammed. You definitely sense that there's a power source up there. You can't get much from it, except that at the very top of the tower, there seems to be some kind of power, a reactor or some kind of battery or something strong, anyways.
Okay. I'll relay that to everybody else.
Can I use my proximity sensor?
Sure. What does it do?
It scans several spectacle surface and displays the live information about the terrain. It's not exact enough to identify someone or to make out more than a vehicle type and model, or to make out more than a vehicle type or model. So basically, it can tell me if someone's around, but not like. And
Okay.
I'm using it in passive mode, so it has a long range.
Okay,
and it's
long.
Yeah.
100 meters. Okay. Yeah. Again, it's not precise. You definitely pick up there's something, many things. You would say maybe half a dozen or so in the tower that seem to be moving around. They could be people, but it's not so precise that you can pick that up, I guess.
Okay.
You don't know their religion or anything.
All right, I'm supposed to make a technology test to see it, so I'm gonna make a tech test and see if I see that.
Okay.
Just trying to find my tech again. Here it is. I don't see anything on the sensors.
Okay. I mean, we'll say that like you start to pick something up inside the tower, but it's jammed. So you think you saw something, but you can't be sure. Because I mean, I already told you that you censored. So fair not. Yeah, you don't know where it is in the tower. It's kind of like, oh, something that it went away. So you don't know what floor it's on, if it's under the water, over the water, up on the top, it's somewhere in the middle. You don't really know.
Could have just been some fish or something.
Yeah. I wish Ramon was here. Where did he go?
What would Ramon do?
Yeah.
I could
Where
have
did
sworn he
he
was right
go?
behind me.
Or Dimitri.
Yeah. Did he?
Ramon's bungee jumping.
Well, I'll
Oh.
move up along the side, see if we can get a better access to the tower than what we can see here.
Yeah, at this point we just have to move forward, I think.
Yeah. So I'll scout ahead unless we want to do this together. I'd rather.
Akuba's there as well, so
Yeah.
she'll cover. She says, "I'll cover you if you want to take point," and she'll go back. She'll take the rear basically with her carbine.
Okay. And yeah, I'll go long point.
Okay. Do you want? So you approach the tower. You can see, like I said, with a little bit of effort. So in other words, you don't have to roll or anything.
Yeah.
You could get on, make a leap onto one of these balconies and pull yourself up if you wanted to get into the tower, or if you want to circle around first and see what else is around, you could also do that. What's your kind of plan?
Well, I know I could probably do it. I want to find a place where we can all do it.
If you're trying to get into the tower, aside from going into the water, this is probably your best bet.
This is the best bet for everybody. Okay. I was gonna say I trust my athletic skills. I'm not sure about everybody else.
Oh, I mean,
Still, that's probably a good idea.
Of course, those are
Mirror's
probably my
not a friend.
famous last words too.
Yes, when we all make our checks and you fail, I'll be reminding you what you said.
Exactly.
You'd be swimming.
Just joking with
Yeah. Good thing I have that vacuum helmet on.
you.
Exactly. Well, yeah, you certainly could go through the water, but I don't think everybody else has that. And Akuba also has a suit, so either one of you two could go into the water if you wanted to, but everybody else would need to. I mean, then of course you'll be underwater, but that's up to you if you want to try that. It's certainly feasible.
Yeah. Well, I'll try the jump first.
Okay.
And then we can secure a line and then get everybody across then.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and was that force? I guess. Go ahead and make a force
Dex.
check.
I'm hoping Dex.
You could use Dex. Sure. Dex or force, whichever one you like, and it's an easy one, so you can have +1.
There we go.
There you
Critical.
go. There we go. That's where he put his points. You like a cat. You're up there.
Exactly. Hey, all those years of rugby paid off.
Okay, yeah. So you jump up onto the balcony and pull yourself up and kind of look around. You can see that this was once a very luxurious appointed room that, of course, is in 50 years of being taken up by the jungle is not exactly done well for it. It's essentially it's wet in there, and you see moss and vines kind of growing, like mostly near the door, of course. And then as it gets darker, it has this kind of stench of kind of mold, but kind of like living mold. And you see various types of like thorn bushes, mostly close, like I said, because the light doesn't get all the ways in, so you see it kind of drift back into the darkness. You see a lot of stained glass windows as you're kind of looking through, and they're all, for the most part, smashed. You see statues, again, knocked over, broken. You would know from the history of this place was really, it was essentially a disaster. So people didn't really take much with them when they left. There may have been things that were worthwhile at some point or another, but it's probably been looted. What's left is mostly remnants of a luxurious life that went really quickly to the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just do a quick retcon, see what's around, make sure I don't want to haul people into a dangerous situation.
Okay. Yeah.
Here we go. Let's just pull you into an ambush.
Yeah, it's okay. That's fine. Yes, well, they're at the bottom. Akuba is kind of watching out for you at the bottom there. You kind of make your way in, scouting around. It comes down. Basically, you're in a room, which is probably some kind of sitting room, or because you don't see any beds or anything. You see with the remnants of what might have been couches. You walk through. You can see areas where like they might have been like tapestries hanging from walls. They're long since fallen to rot. Your feet crack on the kind of mosaic floors that are all kind of broken up. But you walk, let's say, into the tower and look around. At least this level, you can see stairs going up and down. You see a lot of you see some old coal statues, which again is something that they do on Kua. They're mostly broken up and stuff. But you also see quite a bit of ash on the grounds, but you don't see really too much sign that there was a fire in here. But you definitely see almost like a heavy coat of ash in various places, like if you were near a factory, it's probably the closest thing that would be what you would think of, and you get that kind of dark ash on stuff. You can see it in various spaces.
Okay.
But you don't see anything moving at this point, anyways.
Okay, Doc. I will go back and throw a line back.
Okay.
Or catch a line from them. And we'll start shuttling people.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, with assistance and a line or whatever, you guys can take up minutes, but you'll be able to kind of get yourselves up into this room. And as I said, that it looks like it was probably a beautiful sitting room at one point or another, but has since really gone to the elements. Essentially, from the central part of this floor, it spreads out into various rooms that all kind of have that same kind of grimy vibe. There's stairs going down, which you could on at least one level before you hit the water. And then there's, of course, stairs going up, which there's about 4 or 5 levels above you.
Well, we know that there's activity up top.
Yeah, let's go.
I have a friend who always says go down first, but
Yeah,
I
I've heard that before. But
I might say go up this time.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Sorry.
Oh, I was just telling him I agree with him. So
Nice. Sorry.
Mm.
Yeah. So Saeed, you're on point, I guess, with the 2 ladies following, and 3 because Akuba, but Akuba will take the rear again, I guess, because she's also heavily armored like you are. All right. Yeah. As you are coming up, everybody can make an observation.
Observation?
Yeah, everybody can do observation because you're all there.
Okay.
Well, let me do one for. Oh wow, you guys are not observing. Let me do one for Akuba.
6.
Let's see if I have her. She has...
I got one. I got 1 6.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well,
What
that's fine.
point?
Cooper didn't see anything. She actually has 6, but I didn't put in nothing. That's fine as long as you saw it. So yeah, you walk up the stairs and you hear what sounds like sploosh, 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 like footsteps through like a puddle coming from below you.
I would say I would kind of and have people stop for a second. Does it sound like they're coming up the tower or that they're walking below it in the water?
With 1 success, it was hard to say, and it stopped.
Okay.
It pretty much by the time you got everybody to stop, you listen for a second and nobody else hears anything, and you don't hear it anymore either.
Mm. Well, I would tell Akuba, just that it could have been my imagination, but just, really watch our back now.
Okay. Yeah, she turns and she's got like the big carbine with like a light on it or whatever, and she shines it down into the darkness down there because obviously it's pretty dim inside this place. And she nods, because she got that helmet and everything.
Right.
Yeah, and she's gonna stand there for a bit, for a couple minutes. She'll stand there for a few steps as you guys start to move up, just to kind of watch, see if anything follows. She says.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, Said will take it really slow. and really
Okay.
quiet,
Cool.
because he would rather almost stay. He'd rather sit and listen than. But since we seem to have some imperative to move,
You're on stairs currently, I guess, too. So you can move up as quietly as possible to the one level above you. It looks more or less the same from what you could tell. As you're getting up higher, you can see, as it's getting later in the day, of course, the sun's dipping in the sky, so you get more light's coming in actually, although it's dimmer light. And you can see that there's definitely like many colored light coming from the direction of where the sun is, from, again, probably more stained glass windows. You can see it opens up into rooms. It's the air is a little fresher up here, as you're getting up higher and away from the water level. And it looks like these rooms were, again, probably sitting rooms or rooms where they possibly meet with guests. From what you can tell, just kind of like looking from the central kind of hallway, if you will. And of course, there's more stairs going up if you want to continue to go.
yeah, I'll keep going unless I'll look back, see if it's okay with everybody else.
Oh yeah, I think.
And
yeah.
I'll just do the head nod and keep moving.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, you start to move up. You get about halfway up the second set of stairs. By now, Kuba's on that level with you, and or the level that you were just on, kind of looking down the stairs. Nobody needs to roll for this one. You all hear a very loud splash outside. You're like.
Like something fell from the top?
Like something relatively large hit the water, yeah. As far as you can tell.
But we knew there was activity up there.
Is there a way that we can see outside, or is this like an
Sure.
encased, or is this like a fire stairwell?
No,
Or it's
you're like
just-
you're like in a central kind of what would have been a beautiful
Okay.
stairwell. And actually, if you look straight up, you can actually see that it pretty much goes all the ways up. It's like a big open kind of space to the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you can actually see broken stained glass windows and stuff up there.
So
But
we're
the sun
kind of
being low in the sky.
exposed as we're.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Okay. Well, I'm moving a little quicker than for that exposed.
Right. Do you want to move out towards one of the seemingly the other balconies to look to see if you can see what fell in the water or splash in the water, or you keep going up?
Yeah, I'll just ask. Do you want to take a peek? I mean, Saeed would, but
Yeah, I think I'd like to take a peek if we could.
Okay, you definitely can. You're all just gonna kind of walk over or across the floor towards the kind of what are probably going to be balconies, and of course they are. When you get over there, you can see that they're balconies. This whole tower kind of has, it's wrapped in them. So let's see. You are. Oh no, I'm in the wrong part. That's why. Like, why is the slumber queen here? No, that's not correct. You went backwards. Yeah. So you come out and you look down off the side of the tower. It doesn't seem like you can see the water's moving. From your vantage point, you don't see anything moving in the water. But go ahead and make. You definitely won't see anything moving in the water. But go ahead and make an observation to see if you see anything below the surface of the water. Everybody can do that because you're all looking out there. There you go.
Nope.
So Saeed, you come up and you actually kind of peek off. I'm leaving Akuba in the center. Just something, because you're all making this check, so I'm not going to make everybody check unless you need it to. So you look off and you can actually see under the surface a little bit of the fading light is glinting off what you can pretty clearly make out to be a stasis bed that's under the water. And actually, what really draws your eye to it is you can see this like murkiness on the water, like an oily substance that looks like probably the beds have that fluid that keeps the stasis. It kind of looks like it's like leaking into the surface. You can see that oily on the top. And as you kind of look in, you can see the edge of what looks to be a stasis bed. It's weird because it's only like a few feet below the water, even though you know the water's pretty deep. So why it's like only gone down that far, it's hard to say, but the water's dark. So
Huh. I'll look up.
yes, you stick your head out, look up.
That's-
Yeah, you can see there's a series of balconies above you, and you can't really, without climbing up them, you can't really see much. You look up and you see there's balconies above you.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see it,
Yeah.
trajectory wise. How did this thing get out there?
But yeah, I mean, it could have fallen from one of these, not from this balcony that you're looking over, because obviously there's a wall there, unless somebody lifted it up, which would be quite heavy. But it could have fallen from there. Yeah, you know what? I mean, you're a military guy. I'll give it to you. So yeah, you think it's more likely that it fell from the tower than that it was pushed in from the surface level, because of how close it is to the tower versus like somebody would have had to throw it to get it for the distance if they were on the surface level. So you imagine it
Okay.
came from the tower, yeah. But
Okay.
from this level and from the level that you were on before, you don't know how they would have done it without lifting it up over the balcony.
Right.
So you don't see a direct way they did it, but it's very likely that it came from the tower somehow, or something above the tower, like a ship.
I think we have company up at the tower. That's where I think this there's a stasis bed down there. I think that's where they're coming from.
Okay. And they're pushing stasis beds off the tower.
Yeah.
We need to get up there.
Yeah.
So everybody can roll, if you have mystic powers, you can roll that, or roll empathy.
Oh, great.
Yep, okay.
Wow. Well, luckily, your boss there's pretty good.
Yeah, I got two successes.
Okay, so you're fine.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Okay,
10
well,
mystic.
so yeah, your mystic powers really high. So you kind of turn around to you say that and you turn around to come back in, and all of a sudden it feels like almost like the sun went behind a cloud or something. Like everything just feels very dark, or almost like you're just about to drift off to sleep. Like your eyes start to go dark, and you can just see the glinting armor of a Kuba, who also seems to be. Well, I'm not going to have her stand if nobody else does. Who also seems to be staggering back. If you succeeded, you'll get -2 on observation. Advanced skill tests and initiative rolls until further notice. If you failed, it will be every single. Hold on. The affected victim must roll versus mixed power. If she succeeds, she gets -2 on observation, advanced skill tests, and initiative rolls. If she fails, the skill check penalty extends to all skill checks. Okay, so if the two that failed, every skill test is -2 from now on. I guess I should roll for a Kuba then, because I don't want. You might need her. Nope, she did fail. Okay, so everybody is basically -2 on everything except for Amira, who is -2 only on observation, advanced skill tests, and initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, and you feel like this darkness, and that as you can kind of feel this darkness coming into your body, and then from apparently shadows step these two figures. They look to be they almost look like you had seen that ash earlier, Saeed. They almost look like they covered their bodies in it, but they're people, as far as you can tell. They look like humans, although they're kind of like walking like kind of hunched forward with their arms, and their heads are down. They kind of step off the wall. It looks like they've got this ash like spread all over their body, and they kind of look up at you, and they open their mouths, and you can see this like radiation glow coming from their eyes and their mouths as they lunge at you, which is what they're going to do. So let's roll initiative. You guys are all -2. And remember, if you're using a weapon or you have a weapon in your hand, you can make sure you add that weapon to your initiative roll or subtract it, however that works. Let's see. Akuba's got a carbine, so that's nothing. Okay.
Oh, where's my Coriolis book here?
You're -1. Okay. So Cyrus is -1, so you go every other time.
Yeah.
All right. You're -1.
I'm at
let's see.
-1.
I rolled
No,
a 5, so I'm at a.
You're also -1. Okay.
I don't think the Vulcan. Does a Vulcan pistol? I have to look it up because that's what I got last time.
Vulcan pistol is +2 to initiative.
Okay, so I'd be at 5 then because I rolled a 5.
Okay. Did you roll 5?
I did.
No, I didn't see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you -2, so you'd be at 5. Okay, the creatures rolled 3. So you're actually going before them as they start to move forward. I don't think they get a bonus to initiative from what I can tell. They move incredibly fast, but they don't get any kind of bonus to initiative. No, so they're just very fast, so they can move up on you quickly. But yep, you go first. So you see these two things kind of step off the wall, and they lift up their eyes, and and you see them just start. They move at an incredible rate towards you, much faster than any person
Okay.
that you could even imagine.
Well, I guess I'll try to shoot one
Okay.
with the pistol. If they're moving very fast, do I think we could get away running?
No, you don't
No,
think
that's
so.
what I thought.
I mean, yeah, they're quite
Okay.
fast.
All right, I will attempt to roll this. I'm not the very good shooter though, so we'll see how this goes. Let's see, that's range combat. I roll 3. No. I missed.
You miss. Okay. Let me just I just realized I have to roll initiative for Akuba too. Come on. Akuba also rolled a 1, so it's going at -1. Everybody's going at -1 except for Amira and the creature. Okay, so the creatures lunge forward. I guess since you shot at one, Amira, they were going to target you, and the other one will target. We'll say even will be Cyrus. Odd will be. Okay, it's a 1, so it's going to be Saeed. So Saeed and Amira get targeted by these things. Gooba's not in the room, obviously, so she's not getting targeted yet. All right, so let's find the creature. Okay, so their melee attack is 9. Okay, so against Amira, set up the die roller here.
I'd say we're wearing our special clothes, so we have like the 3 armor.
Yep, so if you get hit, you can roll armor against it.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna switch that to that, make this a 6. Sorry, I set up their thing, so luckily once you do it once, it's fast. So they get 9, so the first one going after Amira. 1 success. So you can roll armor.
Right.
For every point of armor, it reduces 1 point of damage. The creature does 2 points of damage. So you'll either take 2 points or less if you succeed on your armor.
Okay, let me roll. I got a 1-6, so I would take what, 1 off?
So you take 1 point of damage. That's right.
Okay.
All right, and the one against Saeed, also 1. So you can roll your armor as well. Saeed. Oh, okay, same deal. You'll take 1 point of damage as this thing rushes into you. Anybody with culture can see if you know what it is, if you're curious. But it's culture at -2. Doesn't cost anything to do that if you just want to know.
That was at -2.
Okay. Then you would know this is a creature of the dark called a dark. Of course, I clicked off the screen as soon as I.
Just 1 success as well. So no
Okay, so you would also know. Darkbound. So you know that these creatures were once human, and they have been corrupted by the darkness between the stars, some way or the other. Usually by some kind of, they've either died a terrible death or got corrupted by long space travel or something, and they're essentially they just want to destroy any living thing that they see. So they're quite vicious, and they're very fast. And you would know. I mean, even though I told you that anyways, because how fast they move, you probably cannot outrun them. They run at least twice as fast as you do. So, but they are basically naked, so that's probably good. And all right, let's go ahead. I'm just going to go by the order I have on my screen. That's okay. So go ahead, Cyrus. There's not one on you currently, but there's one on Amira and one on Saeed.
I can't remember. Is there are there penalties for firing into allies?
No, I don't. Not in this case. I wouldn't do that because they're not like grappled or anything. They just like
Okay.
ran up and like tried to bite her. You are relatively close, but it's not point blank on you, so you should be able to shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine if you want to shoot.
Yeah, I'll take 2 regular shots. On the one on Amira, I think, because
You can only take
Saeed-
one regular shot. A regular shot costs 2 points. You can take 2
Oh yeah,
fast
I'm
shots.
sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. No, I meant to take 1 regular shot. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, that's my bad. Okay. Range. Oop. Yeah, I miss.
Okay. Yeah,
Shoot,
your
and
shot
I
goes off
miss.
and I miss. Okay, Saeed.
Well, as they've engaged in melee, I guess
Yeah.
I'm going to drop my carbine and draw my sword.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could also hit him with a carbine if you want, kind of as a club. That's up to you. However you want to do it.
My
But you
shiny
can.
carbine?
Okay. Well, then you can make one fast attack as putting a weapon away and drawing a weapon are each fast actions. So
Okay.
yeah, so you can make a fast attack. So that's at -1. I believe.
Yep. So that would be at a -1. Oh. Did it show up?
Nothing.
Come on. There we go. Nothing.
Ah, okay. Yep. Yeah, these things kind of move out. They're really interesting because they come charging out and yeah, I know. But Akuba gets to go now, which is that's why I keep clicking. I'm like, why do I keep clicking off? Because I'm trying to find Akuba. So she actually has she has an auxiliary pistol +1. She's a pretty good shot. But again, they're not grappling anybody, so it shouldn't be an issue. So her ranged combat is 4 + 3 + 1, so 8. So she's 8. That's not bad. Huh? Go Kuba.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's like, oh, and also I keep forgetting that she should be -2 because she failed the check. All you guys should be -2. So this is on every check. So yeah, she missed anyways. Everybody missed anyways, so it didn't matter. But yeah, you're -2 anyways because you're you're darkified by these creatures. And we're back to the top. Amira, who is not -2 on ranged combat, but is on advanced checks.
Which is good because my range combat is not great. They're in melee. Could I still use the pistol on them? It's a short range.
You can't shoot the one that's on you unless you back up first, which you could do. You could do a
Yeah, I want to back up for
you
sure.
can back up, yeah. I mean, they're going to close on you immediately, but yeah, they're yeah.
Right.
You can back up and use the pistol because since you won initiative, I don't think that's a problem.
Okay.
So it's kind of a mess at this point.
Right. Yeah, so that's 3. And we'll see. I am no good with this pistol. No
Oh, man.
successes.
Oh man, all right. Okay, so then it goes to the creatures who are one again closes on you, Amira. They've already chosen their target, so and it's going to try to get you.
Okay.
Ooh, 2 successes.
All right. Let me roll my armor.
It can't crit, but it's going to disarm you. So you're going to take 2 points minus
Okay.
any armor, but you'll also be disarmed. It knocks your weapon across the floor.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get any on my armor, so 2 points.
Yeah, you'll take 2 points damage, and your weapon goes flying, flying
Okay.
across the floor. And then the other one's on Saeed. Also 2 successes. Same thing. It knocks the sword out of your hand, and you can roll armor to reduce the damage. See? Okay, so you'll just take 1 point. All right. Well, this guy's tougher than they look. Okay. Now we're on Cyrus. Cyrus. These creatures are disarming your friends.
Yeah. Let's see. Cyrus is going to I'm trying to think. All right. Cyrus is gonna I'm almost definitely gonna fail this, but I'm gonna try. Cyrus in a bit of panic is kind of like, Amira, and she like just stretches out her hand towards that gun, and I'm gonna attempt to activate my telekinesis to swing the gun back to Amira.
All right. Nice.
I think I'm rolling 2 dice here, so
All right. Well, you're -2, remember?
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. With my
Yeah,
-2, I'm only rolling
Yeah.
2 die. Oh, and I got the success! Yes.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. So Cyrus is like, Amira, and she like quickly just reaches her hand out without thinking and just like slings that pistol back to Amira.
Nice. That's badass. Yeah, the pistol starts to fly out of your hand, Amira, and then it flies back, and you're able to catch it. That's awesome. Okay, good. Very good. Very good. Let's look at my darkness point back. So, I needed that. Okay, so awesome. Kuba. All right, so Kuba gets 8. She's gonna try to shoot that one that's on Amira. Damn, she can't shoot. You guys have a terrible time. Amira, it's your turn.
All right. Well, she gave me my pistol back, so I will.
Yeah, you can move back. You're getting close to the edge of the balcony now, though, because like you're backing up each time 10 meters. So you might not be able to keep backing up much longer.
Just one more time, then we'll see.
Yeah.
If I can't hit it this time, I do have another weapon, so. Okay, 3-2, so no success.
Oh, man. I think you're better with the other weapon. All right, so it's their turn. So yeah, it charges forward again and tries to hit Amira. Nothing. And the other one tries to attack Saeed. Oh no. Oh, that is not good because I believe it's a crit on 3. I think its crit is 2, which means it can crit, and it will because it's a vicious, terrible beast. I mean, you can roll your armor anyways, but you'd have to reduce all the damage to not take the crit if it is a crit, so which is not possible. So, but hey, any points matter. 0 damage removed. Nice. I like that it's still green though. Anyways, 0, nothing. All right, let's see.
No.
Let's see these guys. How these guys crit. Nope, crit 3, so I can't crit you, but it did hit you 3 times though. So it's already disarmed you. So it's going to actually, yeah, you know what it's going to do? It's going to grab you and grapple you. Well, it's going to hit you once, so you take 2 points damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to, just want to see if it needs to do an extra. It's going to basically grapple you down to the ground. I should probably just use the actual book sometimes because sometimes I can't get to. Let's see, melee combat. Okay, bonus effects. Critical, it can't do. Strike fear, take 1 point of stress, raise initiative. Ooh. Actually, no, it's going to grapple you. So it's going to grapple you. And I guess it's going to add 1 point of damage. She'll take 3 points.
Okay.
Because there's nothing else it can really do. Well, it could do other things, but it doesn't want to. And you are now grappled. And as a bonus effect, you can choose to pin your opponent. To break free, your enemy must beat your opposed melee combat. It counts as normal action for the person in the action. Okay, so you can't do it till next round because you don't have enough points to do it because you shot already, or didn't you go already? Yeah, you already went.
No, I haven't gone yet.
Oh, you haven't gone. Okay, so you could try to break out if you want to be a normal action.
Okay.
But first, let's do Cyrus because Cyrus, just so I don't lose. Which I, of course, already am. Yeah. Go ahead, Cyrus. What are you up to? Now he's grappled. So if you try to shoot the one that's on side, you're gonna be in trouble. Amira is getting close to the edge of the balcony, shooting at this thing that's not hitting or not hitting her very well.
Okay, I'm gonna. Cyrus is going to actually shoulder her gun and do a aim shot.
Okay.
So she gets a +1 on that, right?
Yep, +1 for a range shot, for an aimed shot. Yep.
Yeah, and then I'm all right.
Then you're -2, of course. Yep.
Right.
So better than
yeah.
Anything you can do here.
And that'll be enough.
Nice. Yeah, there it is. Okay. How much damage does your weapon do?
And that's 2. 3 points with the Vulcan carbine.
Nice. All right. 3 points. All right. It's hurt, not dead though. If it died with that was one on a mirror, obviously, right? Because you can't shoot the one on side.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you could, but it'd be risk. All right. So now it's Saeed's turn. Do you want to try to break away from this thing or do something else?
Yeah, I'll try breaking away.
Okay, so it's a contested melee combat. So make a melee combat
At -2, right?
at -2. Yeah.
There we
Oh.
go.
Nice. That's a good roll. Okay. Its melee combat is it's what it is because it's been attacking you the whole time. So
Oh my gosh.
So you didn't beat it, which means that you don't break free. So you still grapple it, unfortunately. Pinned opponent grapple attack. Okay. You cannot use weapons. Oh, okay, hold on. A grapple attack while you are grappling with a pinned opponent, grapple attacks are your only. Okay, so it can still attack you. It just can't use a weapon, which, Oh, and it gets +2 for its attack too. And you can't defend against it. Okay, so when it goes to attack you, it's going to roll 11 dice next time. Oosh. Oh boy, man, that's not good. And now it's Akuba's turn. Akuba's tempted to take an aim shot and try to shoot the one that's on Saeed, but I suppose she's too far away to really know this. She's going to shoot the one that's battling by the side with the mirror, but that's already been shot once. Focus fire. Man, she's terrible. How is she rolled 8 dice every time and missing? Okay, so she misses. And we're back at the top. Amira, this thing's kind of on you now. If you back up again, you're going to be
fan.
Okay.
I know that's -1, right? Because it's fast. To put the pistol down and grab the fan.
If you want to, yeah, it's a fast action. If you want to actually put the red switch weapons and attack, you'll do 1 fast too.
Okay. We'll try to hit this thing with the fan. Oh, I'm better with that thing, even though it's less dice. 1/6.
You're definitely better with the fan. It doesn't have any armor, so how much damage does it do?
I have it on my sheet. It is 2 damage.
Oh wow, okay, yeah. It is hurt. It's starting to bleed a little bit. Well, it's probably blood from the first shot. Yeah, it's definitely hurt. You can see that the creature is not doing well. Not as well as the ones on top of Saeed. However, it is going to reach its claws out and try to scratch you.
Of course.
Oosh. Okay. One
Right, roll my
success. You
armor.
can roll armor against that. Yeah.
Oh, I got one.
Oh,
One
okay.
six.
So you'll take 1 point of damage then, because it's armor. Its damage is 2.
Okay.
Okay. I'm doing that right. It doesn't remove a 6. It removes a point of damage.
I think
Let me
so.
just make sure I'm doing that right. Yeah, I think so too. We played you many different games. Let me just take a quick look. Armor dice. Dancer's talent, general talents. Okay, I don't care about talents. Oh, hold on, body armor. Influence rating it into any armor. Boy, this is the most, as fun as this game is, it really is just the most unorganized. Or armor. The victim's abuse armor is described by its armor rating. You can only roll 1 skill armor, blah, blah. When you take damage from an attack, roll a number of dice equal to armor. Each 6 you roll reduces the damage by 1. Yeah, okay. Yep, okay, so we're doing it right. It doesn't take away a 6. It takes, I think the very first time you guys got in a fight, that's how I did it, but it actually just removes 1 point of damage. Okay. And the one on Saeed, unfortunately, is now that one's rolling 11 dice. Yikes.
Just a flesh wound.
Oof. All right, it does 4 points of damage. It's still armor. You can't use the defense. You can't defend against it, but you can still use armor. So there you go. All right, so you'll take 3 instead of holy crap.
Still kicking.
Yes, you are. Okay. That was that. Cyrus, it's looking dire.
It is. I mean, Amir's still close to the edge though, and I still have confidence in Saeed. So I'm gonna take. Cyrus is gonna take an aim shot at the one that's on Amira.
Oh, that
again.
puts me at broken.
Oh, you're broken. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Oops. Okay. Range combat. No. Cyrus doesn't hit anything this time.
Okay. All right. You can't do anything as you're broken, Saeed, unfortunately. Adjudicate, but you can roll for the adjudicator. She rolls 8 dice. You can be a Kuba for a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Kuba sees you go stiff and is going to shoot at the one that's on you. Don't miss.
I don't know how to do this. Here we go.
Oh man.
8 dice, you said?
8 dice. Yeah. 8, 6. Good.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
There we go.
There we go. That's 3
Nice.
6s.
Good job, Mike.
And she's got an accelerator pistol, which I think is a crit 1, if I'm not mistaken. Accelerator pistol is 2 damage, crit 1. Okay, so roll 2 6s, 2 6-sided dice, and see what the
Okay.
crit is. And we can choose if we want to do a second one after we roll the first one, I guess. Four and a 6.
4 and a 6.
It's too bad you weren't
Yeah.
pierced intestines. Fatal, yes. Stunned for 1 turn. Okay, so it drops. And then 1 point of damage per hour until it is administered. Okay, so it's stunned for this turn anyways, but it will die in up to 6 hours. But it's still kicking at this point. I mean, it's a crazy beast, so it's not to. So yeah, she shoots this thing and well, actually, go ahead. You know what? She'll use the second crit. It makes sense to her to do it. So go ahead and roll 2d6 again, because if you get a better, no, it was worse that time. Okay, so
Yep.
all right, that's fine though. So it does 2 points of damage, and this is is now bleeding out. Cool. All right, but I mean, it's not going to help it. The good thing is it can't attack right now. The next turn, so you don't get attacked again.
Exactly.
However, it's back to the top with Amira. This one's on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
cut
get
a
it.
bit.
today.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Should have been doing this from the beginning. Another success there.
One success. Okay.
Just one. Yep.
It doesn't
Or
have any
2
armor,
points.
so it takes 2 points of damage, which it's still up, but not by much. And it's its turn. So it's going to swing at you. The other one is stunned, so it can't do anything. All right. Swings at Amira. Ooh. Okay. It's going to do, yeah, you can roll your armor. It attacks you once and then it's going to grapple you, actually, because that was very effective.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
roll my armor. Nope. So that means I'm broken, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, then scrap an infantry because you're also broken.
Yep.
Whew. All right.
We're dropping like flies.
Less than ideal at this point. Wow, these things are tough. Okay, so
Probably wouldn't be
brings
so
us-
bad if we weren't rolling at -2 every time.
that's true. Yeah, that's why these things are tough. Go ahead and it's funny because the thing says you could have 1, 2, or up to 4 of them. I was like, well, 2 seems like a good number. I guess 1 might have been better. So go ahead, Cyrus. The one
Okay.
on the mirror is very, very injured, and so is the other one. Well, the other one-
And both Saeed and Amira are broken right now.
That's
Yep.
correct. You see them both kind of they're like,
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna take an aim shot at one of them again.
Okay.
I guess since I've already been aiming at the one on the mirror, I'll say I'm gonna continue to aim at that one.
okay,
1 success,
Nice.
3 damage.
all right, that kills it actually. Yeah, it bites into a mirror, then stands up, and then you shoot it, and it kind of rolls back and falls off the side. You hear it splash into the water, dead. And
I gotta see the body or it didn't die.
Akuba is going to shoot again. So go ahead, Mike. Be Akuba. Since the creature's on top of you. 1 success.
1.
And it doesn't have any armor, so it gets hurt. I mean, that hurts it. It is bleeding out, but it doesn't. It's not stunned anymore because that's so it can still continue to attack, and it will because it's a vicious creature from between the stars. And we're back to the top, but Amir is out, and then it's the creature, which is going to try to tear at
You
Saeed's body.
eviscerate me.
Yep. Unfortunately, that is what it's going to try to do. Oh, okay, but you can't take more damage once you're broken. It needs to crit you basically. So I have to roll really well for you to die, but it could still happen. Yeah, so it's trying to tear at Saeed's armor, but can't really do smack. And then it goes to Cyrus.
All right, Cyrus is gonna like sling her rifle around her back. I assume she has her rifle like on a strap.
Okay.
And she's gonna try to run up to this creature and just punch it with her robot arm.
Okay. So
She's
make
trying to
a
get it off
melee.
of Saeed, basically. Oh wow, nice.
Okay, but that'll do damage, but it won't be enough for it to take. You have to grapple it or something, have an additional success. But do you know how much damage the arm does? Did we determine
Well,
that
my
before?
arm does 2 points of damage.
2. Okay, like brass knuckles. Okay, perfect.
Yep.
That is not enough to take it out. Unfortunately, it's still up, but barely.
Okay. But I
And
mean,
you
now
hear-
it'll be targeting me instead of Saeed, so hopefully.
Yeah, and Akuba yells, "Get out of the way!" as Akuba shoots again with the accelerator pistol.
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, that is bad.
Clearly, Cyrus got in the way.
Yes. Go ahead and make another attack roll to see if you hit Cyrus.
No.
Okay, yeah. So it's a clear shot that hits nothing. And we come back around to the creature who sees Cyrus and it'll try to jump on you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
You can roll your armor against that if you'd like.
We each have 2 armor, right?
I don't know how much. Everybody has different armor, I think. But you would have the same as Amira. What kind of armor have you got, Amira?
I've got the clothes with the three dice,
3 dice. So you have 3
Yep.
then.
Okay.
protective clothing.
I don't see the armor place on here, so I don't have it in.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I got 1 success.
Nice. Okay, so that'll reduce the damage by 1. So, since you used your arm, it's not going to disarm you because that'd be silly. So, it has a second. It's going to grapple you. So it leaps up and digs into you. So you'll just take 1 point of damage as it grapples you to the ground. And now it's your turn. So if you'd like to try to break the grapple, you could do a opposed melee combat roll.
Could Cyrus attempt, could she use her arm to basically grab this thing, let's say, to be cool, by the throat and just lift its head up for Akuba to get a better shot at it?
Yeah, make a force test.
Thank you.
And if you succeed, for every die you get, it will give a +1 to Akuba.
Okay. I get a +1 force due to my robot arm. So
Cool.
Force.
It's still at -2 though.
2.
Of course.
Yeah, I still got that. And I got 2 successes. So
Nice,
Cyrus grabs this thing by the throat and it's and she lifts it and she's like, shoot it, shoot it.
All right, Mike, shoot it. 10 dice.
10 dice.
10 dice because you get +2 with the epic holding by the throat move.
No.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Wow.
Sorry.
Kid, how
Hey,
did
yeah,
your
the
arm
dice are the
go away?
dice. Not your fault.
It's not my night.
Well, actually, make another roll to see if it shoots her in the arm.
No, it's on top of me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
That's
my
4.
Well, I just lost my robot arm.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. Yeah. And the accelerator pistol crits on 1. So we're gonna say that yeah, your arm locks around this creature's neck and it's basically held on and you can't articulate it anymore. It's just basically holding on this creature. So you're kind of in a grapple with it. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
That's tough. Why didn't you roll that when you were trying to shoot?
Exactly.
Okay, so back at the top, the creature doesn't know what to do because it's being held by the neck with the arm like that. So it's going to try to attack Cyrus. And of course, now you're grappled, so it gets 11 dice. Ooh, you can still test armor against it if you'd like. Okay. Nope, that's force. Oh, cool. You got 1. All right. It's just going to do damage. So 4 points -1, so 3 points of damage. Crud. Okay. That was its attack. So now it's on to Cyrus. You could try to get away if you want to make a opposed melee. Or I guess you could try the same thing if you want with the force thing. I mean, I'll allow it again. You can't really, you're just kind of like using your shoulder at this point to move it. It's up to you how you want to roll.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I'm a thing up. Yeah, it's a pretty good move. So she's going to continue to try and hold it back. She's going to say shoot up.
Okay.
But this time she fails. So the thing's bah.
All right. All right. So
going
8
back
dice.
down to her.
Yeah.
So 10?
Yeah, it's 8. 8 this time. Yeah, she
8
didn't
this
get it.
time?
Yeah, it's harder to do it when the arm.
Two.
Okay. That's 2. And actually, the accelerator pistol, well, it's got 3 hit points left, so that's perfect. Okay, so 2 points plus the 1 extra for the extra die. I think it does 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is enough. That kill. All right, it's broken. So it drops. Well, it drops down on top of Cyrus, whose metal arm is, or a robot arm is stuck on the thing, and the Akuba comes charging into the room, kind of kicks it several times so it breaks its neck and it kind of falls from the ground next to you, Cyrus. I'm
Yeah.
assuming with you helping, and yeah, there's a bit of an aftermath. Akuba's kind of looking around to make sure there's no other creatures around, and you can see that both Saeed and Amira are both quite injured.
Yeah.
They're knocked out.
The Emdos only what the Emdos is they recover HP, right?
Yeah, you can use
Or-
that if you so they're broken. If you want to allow them to get up, you can make a metacurgy check and you get a +1 if you have a
right.
if you have the MDOs, because it's a +1 MDOs, right?
And I'm still
Um,
and I'm still at a
yeah.
-2, right?
That is correct.
Okay. All right.
Oh no! I'm sorry, you're not, because the creatures are dead.
Oh, okay. Cool.
They were causing it.
Great. Okay. All right. So Cyrus quickly resets her arm as she moves over towards now I have to make a choice on who I'm gonna because I only have one M dose. She's gonna move over.
I got a med pack on me.
Okay, yeah. So she's gonna move over to Saeed because he also has medical tech and stuff, and she's gonna attempt to use her M dose on him.
All right.
Don't die on me.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
All right, so you come back at 2 hit points. Saeed.
Okay.
Cyrus just comes up, and she tears your shirt open, whatever, and jams the thing in your chest with one hand because she doesn't have her other arm's not working.
Yeah.
Your robot arm is currently caked with dust and flesh from this creature. As you jam your M-dose into Saeed, who all right, and you're up, Saeed.
Yeah, I'll take a deep breath.
Cyrus will lean back kind of on the pole and she'll go, when you're able, Amira's over there, and she's just holding her robot arm, trying to sort of look at it, see if she can work anything out on how to get it working again.
Yeah, I'll roll over to since we're both laying on this balcony.
Right.
I'll roll over to her there and check her out.
Yeah. I mean, she's broken, so she's basically in and out of consciousness, kind of just reeling in pain.
Yep.
I'll get the med kit out.
There's probably a little bit of kind of madness involved. Same thing was true for you in the eyes because it was a darkness. You're affected by the darkness.
Yeah, I'll hit her with a metacurgy then. There we go.
There you go. You also come back with 2 then.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
I'll look at Saeed and go, thank you, darling. We really must stop waking up on balconies like this.
Exactly. Said at least it wasn't your lungs this time.
Yes.
Well,
She'll look at Cyrus and she'll go, you're the hero today, my darling. If we get out of this alive, extra for you next month.
Well, sounds good to me. I'm not going to argue with you.
Oh, it's interesting. I didn't realize this till now. Because remember, we've talked about mind points before and stress and all that. There is another advantage to doing mind points is that if you break somebody by using mind points, they have to roll a d6. And if they roll a 1, their mind point is permanently dropped by 1. So you can basically give somebody essentially insanity over time. So I guess it's not so useful for you if you don't fight things more than once, but for the GM, it's a useful tool. But those things couldn't do mind points because they were vicious, dark. You would imagine generally when these things are around, it's because something very terrible has happened. And of course, as you know from the legend that I said at the beginning, this place is said to be cursed.
So. Is Cyrus going to be able to get her arm back online? I can use Gearhead if I need to.
Yeah, you can make a regular. Would that be technology?
Gearhead is technology for sure. So
yeah, so use your Gearhead technology. You should be able to make it work. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's 10 dice.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
Would you like to pray to the
Yeah, because I kind of need my my
Yeah, you
arm.
do.
So
You definitely do,
yeah.
especially with the carbine.
So yeah, so she's kind of like not able to figure this out right away. She's like, "Oh, come on, messenger, like there has to be a way to get this done." Nice.
Oh, crit. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, you're good.
And then she realizes the bullet was still left in one of the gears, and she manages to wedge it out of there.
Yeah. Well, no, that actually worked out. I mean, not well for you, obviously, because you guys got broken, but Akuba actually made it out without getting hurt at all. So,
Well, I'm glad our NPC survived.
well, somebody to help drag you guys out if you die. Yeah. So now it's quiet again. I mean, obviously with that fight, I mean, Akuba was using an accelerator pistol, which was quiet, but you guys were using Vulcan carbines, which are not quiet. So, that's not true actually, because you guys have the special bullets. And if you were using them, I don't know if you were or not.
Yeah, I'm sure we were.
I never fired mine.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, if you loaded up, you only had 6 reloads or something like that. So you have to drop one off with your combat. But those are the really quiet ones, the illegal ones that you get from from the Jew who's dead now. Some NPCs die, some don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some get their heads exploded.
That is the truth. Oh man, yeah, she died pretty harshly.
That assassin really blew her mind.
Say that again. Oh boy.
Oh, I don't know what you want.
Whoa.
Sorry, my cat got mad at me. I don't know why.
Oh, it's a cat.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a
Yeah, so
cat.
you guys are pretty shaken still, but it seems like it's fairly quiet now.
Yeah. Saeed will take a deep breath and look at Amira and Cyrus and Akuba and say, shall we head up top?
why not?
Yeah, Cyrus will nod. She'll put that bullet in one of her pockets. Like, I'm gonna make a
Nice.
necklace with that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just holding on to my fan since I can only hit with that, it seems like.
All right. Yeah.
Saeed opens up his armor for a little bit, and he's got 3 amulets around his neck, and he gives one to Amira, and he gives one to Cyrus.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Or
you.
talismans, sorry.
Are those the talismans of the icons that we have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So you guys, you're climbing up now, I'm assuming. Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. You guys work your way up to the next floor, and everything's we're being extra careful, especially for these things. Seems the soot and ash that you had seen, Saeed, as you progress up, you see less of it. In fact, the next floor has like 1 or 2 spots kind of in the central area, and then nothing on the floor above that. And you're getting close to the top at this point. And everybody can test observation.
Observation.
That's right.
Observation.
Oosh. Oosh.
And I also failed.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, let me do it. Just in case. Although
Come on, Akuba.
we need Akuba to. It's just that extra set of rolls. Let's see. I need to look her up again. She is observation. She must be pretty good at observation. I mean, she's adjudicator, right? Observation 2. What is observation is empathy? Or no, it's wits. So it's just
Wit.
6 dice.
Mhm.
Oh, none of these are 6. Okay, so I'll go with 6. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you guys are she's behind you. So maybe she takes a second as you guys start to proceed up the stairs. And just as you're starting to move, you hear her say, "Get down." And she kind of drops to a knee and fires her accelerator pistol. Go ahead, Saeed, roll the accelerator pistol for Kuba. 8 for this one.
Oh, 8 for this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
No bonus. Oh no, 10 because she doesn't do another -2 anymore. Oh,
That's 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's only a single shot, so she can only hit one person, but she'll certainly do a crit. So go ahead and do at least one crit. Let's see what happens.
Nice.
Let's see.
Oh my god.
64.
Nice.
7 aorta.
Nice.
Yes, -1. D6 minutes to die, unconscious. Okay, well. Okay, so she does that, and you hear, the accelerator pistol is very quiet, and you hear a thump of a body. And as you look, you see that there is another body, another person, at the top of the stairs, dressed completely in black. And they are, let's see what gun weapons they have. That went really fast. They've got Vulcan carbine. Okay, so they have, like on either side of the stairs, basically these people are. You see one person drop with blood, a pool of blood pouring out, and the other one's got a Vulcan carbine, and they're kind of under partial cover. And yeah, let's roll initiative. Because you just killed, Kuba just killed one of the one of the ambushers in the first. And there you go. All the rest of the damage doesn't matter because it's basically, okay. Let's see. So no -2 this time. Everybody's normal. So Kuba is on a 2, and the bad guy is on a 4.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. Okay, that's Mike. Okay, so all right. So once again, Amira gets to go first. You see this? They're under partial cover, which I'm gonna have to look up. I think there's a minus to your attack if they're behind. Let's see. Interior wall. Oh no, it gives it armor. Okay. I'm gonna give it. Okay. Wow. Okay. It's not a full-on wall though, so I'm gonna give it 3 points of armor for that. Okay. So yeah, you see this at the top of the stairs. They've got a Vulcan carbine. They are dressed. Oh, I didn't tell you what they look like. Dressed in black caftans worn tightly over their bodies. And that's all you see. So they're basically ninjas, except not ninjas because it's not. They're like Arabian ninjas, I guess.
Do they look like they're wearing the same kind of things as the order people we fought?
No, I don't
Same
think
kind of-
so.
no,
Were they
okay.
dressed in? But no.
No, they were wearing black robes. I wasn't sure if it was the same.
Yeah,
kind.
no. These are like you would. I mean, you've been around. You would. This is like what like an assassin would wear. Like they're dressed like in tight black clothes to blend in with their surroundings.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not to say that they can't be the order, but I mean they're not in any way.
But you're right, but they're
identified.
not recognizable as
No,
the,
definitely not.
the fanatic people.
Nope.
Okay.
What would you like to do? They're like, let's say 20 meters away, or whatever. They're in short range.
Short range.
Yeah, they're about 20 meters. We'll say we're at the edge of the short range. They're like at the top of the stairs. There's they, but one of them is gonna be dead soon.
Right, exactly. Well, I actually think I'm a really terrible shot with that cricket or pistol. So can I just kind of hang back for a second?
Yeah, you're kind of at the bottom of the stairs. You could use your full movement to get out of the line of combat. Basically, you could run
Yeah.
down the stairs and off to the side if you want.
For now, I think I'll do that because I'm pretty hurt already, and I don't only have my fan really that I can. So.
All right. Yeah, you can flee. So you flee. And then it is Cyrus's turn. I'll let you go before the bad guy.
Okay.
I mean, it's simultaneous.
Yeah, she's gonna take an aim shot at him.
Okay.
So I get a +1, And then ranged. And she misses.
Okay. He is going to. Oh, actually, let me. Odd. Oh, she is going to. God, I always miss the. Hold on, let me check one thing. Sorry.
Mhm.
They're possibly going to throw a grenade at you. So I just have to see how that works again.
Oh,
Yes.
goody goody gumdrops.
Yeah. Grenades. Grenade. I can never find the grenade table. Oh, here we go. Explosive grenades. All right. So, because obviously they would know what the grenade does. Oh, it's close range only. Okay, that's fine. That's what he's going to do. He's going to take a, so give me -1 because he's going to use a fast action. But he's going to put down the carbine, pull a grenade from his side, and toss it at you guys. Which kind of puts him in a bad position, but hopefully, well, he's hoping it'll work. I don't hope it works. So I think you got to make a round range combat roll no matter what. So let me do that. What are their ranged combats? Ranged combat 4, agility 4, so 8 dice. And it's going to drop right between, well, basically everybody but Amir. Nobody's moved yet. You guys are all kind of clustered together. We were all within the same range anyways. 8. No. He trying to get out of the way quickly. He hurls the grenade and it rolls past you and goes down the next set of stairs. And you hear boom, and like you hear glass shatter and pieces of plaster fall from the wall. And this person has actually left themselves exposed because they didn't die behind the cover, so they'll only still get that partial cover. As we go into Saeed, and then Akuba will go.
I'm going to shoot him
Okay.
since he's just putting himself out there. Let's see what's the bonus there. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
How much damage does your weapon do?
That is with the modified carbine. That is 3 points.
Okay.
And I only need 2 for a crit.
No, you need 3
Oh,
successes for the crit,
3. Yeah.
not 3 points damage. All right, so he has 3 armor. So let me roll that. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Wow.
All right, luckily that wasn't an attack roll. All right, well.
Oh, you rolled
no damage.
D8s.
Mm.
Did I really? No,
Yeah.
no. Oh, I did.
You
Okay.
did.
It's just funny that they all were 6s. Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah. You rolled 3d8 and still got 3 6s.
And I got 3
That's
6s.
funny.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, we
Wow.
rolled it anyways. Yeah. Okay, so 1. Okay, so he takes 2 points of damage. Or she, rather. I'm sorry. And let me see how many hit points she has. Okay. It doesn't go down yet. But Akuba, hot off her last successful hit. Go ahead and you can might as well shoot for Akuba because you shoot well for her. And she's got 10 dice, yeah, with the accelerator pistol.
Only 1 this time.
1 hit though, yeah, but still it still does damage. Accelerator pistol does 2 points, so the assassin is still up. But very hurt at this point. And I think we roll back around to the top. So Amir, you ran around the corner and then probably fortunately, well, maybe not, didn't hit anybody anyways, but you see a grenade roll down the stairs and pop, and then you hear some gunshots going off in the hallway. But of course you're like kind of off to the side in the room. So what would you like to do?
I hear them fighting up there. I'll just kind of come around the corner, just so I can observe what's going on. I'm not gonna run up there with the fan though, because that would be dumb.
You can kind of peek your head around the corner. Okay.
Mhm. Yep, not gonna do anything.
Okay. I mean, do you want to like move up, peek your head around the corner, see what's going on, then dive back behind cover? You could do all that with the really fast actions,
Yes.
unless you want to stay observing. But then you could possibly get shot.
Yeah, no, I'll
Drama.
just peek about, make sure everybody's standing up, and
Yeah. So far, your team seems to be winning. Cyrus.
Okay, does the lady who threw the grenade at us, does she have any more grenades on her belt?
You cannot tell from where she's at unless you want to take a slow action to observe her, because she's like literally half behind a wall.
Okay, I thought she was standing up, so.
No, she's like partially out from the wall. That's why she has partial cover. But she, instead of what she was going to do was shoot you, then roll back, and you couldn't shoot her at all. But instead, she
Yeah.
reached down to her behind her and pulled it in through it.
Okay, how many points is a slow action?
3.
Okay,
If you want to take the time
no,
to watch her, then yeah, because you're gonna need to watch her basically for an entire turn to know.
no.
You'll have to watch her body. Yeah.
If I could quickly tell, I was going to try and use my
Yeah.
mystic to just pull one of the grenades off.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
She'll just do an aim shot since she can't tell.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it might be worth waiting to do that because it's pretty epic.
Yeah, but then I'd probably fail the check. I mean, it's not a very
Hmm.
so. All right, let's see. So, all right, I got a 1 for my carbine. Didn't I get a 1? Oh yeah, and then 1 for aim shot, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually got 2. I've actually not been adding that 1 for my carbine. I still failed.
Okay. All right. It's their turn, and let me just check something. Okay, so they roll back behind the wall, and they call out to you. They say, hold on. Is there a? Oh no, there's no box text. Okay, so I have to make it up. All right, so she calls out. This I know this woman because she calls out. She says, "I'm surrendering. You must take me to justice. If that's what you believe is the right thing to do." And you hear like she like pushes the like, so she's at the top of the stairs. She rolls back, and then she like slides the carbine out, so you can see the carbine laying in the hallway, but she's of course still undercover. And it's Saeed's turn.
Okay. I will slowly make my way up the steps.
Okay.
And kick the carbine out of the way and come around the corner.
Okay. You see this woman. She's like pulled the thing off her head, so you can see this woman. She's got her hands, like interlocked, and she's kind of like, and you can hear that she's softly praying to herself.
Okay.
And she says, save. Is that her brother? Well, she says brother. Save my brother if you can, please. And let's see if he's dead yet. Because this has only been, it was literally 2 rounds, which is like 30 seconds. So he may actually still be alive. If I roll more than a 1, then you'll have enough time to do it. Let me see. I'm gonna roll a d6 if you want to. It's up to you. Yeah, no, he's not dead yet. You can see he's bleeding out.
Does anyone have an M dose? Cyrus will ask.
She has one.
Cyrus will take it from her, and she's going to attempt to, while Saeed is looking to make sure she doesn't move.
Yeah, she has it like, she's got like a pants with like a side pocket, that wouldn't, Saeed would immediately recognize that's like military. That's where they would keep it. And when she says she has one, you can reach down and grab and pull it out. Yep, she does actually have an M dose. She has 2 actually.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to waste my Lady of Tears amulet on her, though. Oh, sorry, that was Mystic Powers.
Nope.
Ah, darn it.
All right.
Yeah. I shouldn't, but I kind of want to pray because I kind of want to save him. I'm being too nice. It's an enemy NPC.
Yeah, but then yeah, I'd do that too if I were. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pray and try and save this guy.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah. I pray to. I
Oh
try
my
to
God.
Do you
pay.
want me to try?
Yeah, I try to pray to the Lady of Tears, but she didn't seem to hear me.
Okay. You can
Say,
see that
like,
she's
we're
watching out of
losing
the
'em.
corner, and yeah, she's please,
I'll
let me
check them
help.
out.
Okay, all right. No.
If Saeed is going to metacurgy, can I help him while he does that, or have I already gone?
I think that because you already tried, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
I will pray.
Mhm. Come on, Lady of Tears.
The Lady of Tears. Wow.
Oh wow.
Okay, this guy is destined.
Please.
Yeah, it was just
Uh,
not. Yeah, it was not meant for him to live. Yeah.
Well, she pleads with you that she could try because she actually has metacurgy as well. And it's 3 rounds. If you want to let her, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll let
Um,
her.
I mean,
Yeah.
she can't pray, but she'll.
Didn't we use both of her M doses?
He has them as well.
Oh, okay.
They each have 2. So she goes up and pulls out his. What is metacurgy? Is wits?
Wits.
Yes.
Right. So she's got 7 dice. Let's see. She's not terrible.
And what's
Well,
funny
we'll find out in a
is
second.
I actually made Mystic, which was less.
Oh, she's good. Okay. Yeah. So she comes up and she pulls the metacard the M dose. Actually, she should have 8. That's fine. And she stabs him with the M dose and whatever, and the wound starts to close up. I think it shot him in the neck, if I remember right now. Look, and she looks at you and she says, she immediately on her knees and she puts her hands behind her head again. And then she says, "Thank you."
I'll look to Akuba.
Yeah, I'd
Say-
come up at this point too, hearing you guys talking.
Akuba's like watching the back, and then up to this point. But once you guys all walk up there, she'll walk up. And she
So
looks
yeah,
down.
she wants justice.
Can I want to try my new mystic power that I
Oh.
took.
Nice.
I took Mind Reader.
Oh, okay.
Can
Go
I?
for it.
You can read someone else's thoughts for a minute or so. You can only read surface thoughts. You can't dig for any deeper memories. And I have to be
Okay.
close, so I'll walk up.
Yeah, for sure.
And I will just say easy. If you're surrendering, and you're and you mean it in earnest, I don't think any harm will come to you, and I will try it. So that's mystic. Giving you so many more darkness points tonight.
So many. You know what though? Giving me darkness points to save the bad guys is pretty good.
2 6s.
2. Okay, well, that's a success. Limited success. Well, very interesting. Okay. Well, what you get, I mean, because you're immediately thinking about it, of course, is that her name is Nipatha, and the man is Darius. They are scouts, and they work for Chaban Kemal. What Kemal? What Kemal? I guess Shaban Kemal. I don't think you've met that person yet. I think Shaban is a rank, but Kemal's the name. They are warriors of the Holy Light, which of course is well, actually, you don't know this. I guess you don't know this. I say, of course, which is a part of the martyrs, right? Not the icon, the martyr, but the martyrs. And they're basically were here, but they were they didn't expect anybody was going to come. They thought that the mission was over. That's what she's thinking, and they were just here making sure nobody followed. That's all she's thinking about right now. I mean, she's not going to get deep into background, but
We're right.
that they've been here for a while, and that she's thinking things like, after 2 cycles, no, cycles a year, right, or cycle a month. Anyways, after 2 months, here or however long this has been going on, to now have to die for what is probably not even the true path. You sense a little doubt in her
Okay.
thoughts. Yeah. But all she's outwardly, all she's doing is praying.
Okay.
Obviously, to the martyr.
I would look back at Akuba and Saeed, and I would say, I think her surrender is genuine. And I'm sorry that we had to harm her brother. But I think we could take her with us under guard if we wanted.
Anyone got any
Under
zip
guard?
ties?
Yeah, I mean, Akuba says, I think that it's clearly. She goes up to the man, and she starts searching him, and she pulls open his shirt, and he's got the martyr's crown tattooed across his torso, with holy glyphs covering his entire chest and back. So she looks at it, she says, see, clearly, this is the order of the pariah. I knew they were behind this. I knew it.
Yes, we also had those suspicions. But I think this particular member is not going to attempt to harm us anymore. Are you, Nepatha?
She kind of squints at you because you said her name and she hadn't said it to you yet.
Mhm.
And she says, I don't know what you know, but we were just doing our job, what the martyr has asked us to do, what we were born to do, what the martyr tells us to do. And she kind of herself a little bit.
Who tells you what the martyr tells? Do the martyrs speak to you directly, or are you getting orders?
No, the Chaban, of course, is our. We follow orders that are given to us. We're just scouts and guards.
Well, I just can't imagine the martyr giving orders for kidnapping and murder.
But they are evil. This curse upon them is evil.
How do you know for sure?
Well, that is what we were told.
Well, I think you seem smarter than that. And even if the curse itself is evil, is it their fault they were cursed?
She kind of just looks down and doesn't answer you.
Cyrus is going to grab that last M dose and put it on herself.
Take from the unconscious. Well, he's not unconscious anymore, I guess.
I
But
mean,
he's just laying there. I mean, he was really hurt, so he's basically actually. Let me see what his results is. Even if he unconscious. Oh no, he's unconscious anyways. You saved him, but he's unconscious for 2d6 hours. So yeah, he's not awake. He's alive, but he's not awake. Yeah, she says, I think there is some truth in what you say, but I don't know what to believe anymore.
I understand. She'll smile at her and say, it's hard when you've been taught one thing your whole life, and then you begin to doubt that. But as I say, I think you're smart, and I think that you can reason your way to the correct decision.
Well, they have taken everyone to the hospital.
Everyone?
We were done. Well, all that have come.
What do you know anything about the stasis pod that was thrown out of the tower just a little while ago?
We thought maybe that would make you go below, and the creatures below would distract you. It was empty, like they all are now. And then she says, I can show you.
Yes. Show me.
Okay.
There's no one else above.
No, we are alone. Okay, let's see. So anyway, okay, we actually do that. Look at that. All right, yeah. So she says there's nobody else. So you're basically you're at the top actually. And if you allow her to, she will she'll stand up and lead you into basically a room. And you see this is set up clearly as like their base, right? On page 163. Hold on. Why is it way back here? Okay. So it's high ceilings, resting on pillars. 2 large trees grow in the middle, supported by a cracked outer wall that looks like it's about to collapse. You see workbenches and a tent set up along the inner wall by the only entrance. When you first walk in, you see that. You see an open doorway leading to the staircase, which is where you're coming from. Shattered glass and clay mosaics have been collected and arranged in the shape of the martyr's crown on a clean stone table. Candles and sticks of incense surround the altar. In the back of the room, a broken balcony overlooks the deep chasms. So she tells you that they've been pushing that they bring them in. And then they just, when they're delivered here, there's like a whole crew of people that help carry them up. But it was only her and her partner. So once they took the people from the stasis pods, they just pushed them out. And then, if you look out there, you'll see the same one that you had seen before sight. And she tells you there are many under the water.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. So what can she tell you? So there's several things in here that you notice. Let's see. There's a laser communicator, which you would recognize, and it's kind of pointed, out the window, basically. You also see the jamming equipment. That's because the signal's jammed here, and you see a small generator, basically, which is running all the equipment. You also see that there's like some tables set up, and also some like a workbench with kind of like medical equipment. A simple tent, 2 workbenches, boxes of ammunition, food. There's 5 more M doses there.
Just about to ask.
As well as 10 injectors with some other stuff in there, I guess. I guess if you ask her, she'll tell you because you want her. Actually, go ahead and you're good at this, so it's not gonna matter. Go ahead and make a manipulation test to see.
Oh.
That's the surface stuff. Let's see how much she actually tells you.
Okay.
If there's anything else she'll let slip.
I get to roll all the dice.
Yes, exactly. I haven't got to roll it all today, so I'd be good.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, so she basically says that there are the injectors and some it's a psychotropic drug, and they're used basically to put people into like a trance. So they're very susceptible to suggestion. So basically they would take the people out of the stasis pods and then wake them up and inject them with this. They become very suggestible. And then another crew would take them to the hospital. And you would know that this stuff is pretty valuable, actually, and possibly illegal, depending on where you are. Let's see.
Yeah, we'd still take those, though.
Yeah, so there's 10 injectors of that. You can just call it interrogation drug.
Okay.
And yeah, so yeah, she tells you that, and you get to start. So as she's kind of pointing out the stuff, and she tells you, so the laser communicator is pointed at obviously the where they go, which is a hospital. And she kind of brings you to the window. She kind of points, and you can actually see off in the distance. There's this building with some lights, very very faint lights flickering. That's where they go. she's not sure much beyond that because she's never been there. But she says, I don't believe that the Marta would have wished this, and I think there's some other factions involved. I can't believe that this was just the doing of the Order of the Pariah. That is not in our nature, though. The Priots' methods are brutal. Maybe it is them. I don't know.
Well, we'll hope for the best and hope that it's not just them and that they're being manipulated somehow, at least the way you were, or at least some of them. I don't believe, well, you are proof that the Order of the Pariah and the people who are members are not all evil people. It's very, very hard to fight our upbringing.
Yeah, she nods. She says, random. She nods and she says, yes, I know that these people were kidnapped and what we did was not right. And I plan to make penance. Your mercy has shown me that perhaps mercy is the answer, always.
When is the next time you're supposed to check in with the hospital?
They call to us using the laser communicator.
How
So we are
often?
always let's see. She kind of how many successes did you get on the manipulation?
2.
Yeah. She says that she doesn't seem to know. She thinks that probably soon because it's almost dark, but she's not sure. Usually at some point after dark. That's why they stay here until they are called. You can see, and she kind of points out there's like a tent and food and stuff. She says, we don't leave for this area unless we are told.
So it should be soon.
Should be. Yes.
I guess we shall see how penitent you are then.
She nods. And then you hear something. I get to read stuff. You're kind of looking out, it's that they're going to call soon moment, right? And the balcony's there, and you can see the jungles around. And then Daniel gets to read some box text. In the darkening sky, high above the still waters around you, the stars slowly become visible one by one. Your breath suddenly hangs in clouds before you as the mist turns cold, much colder than what should be possible in the Koyan jungles, I guess I said. You feel your chest tighten as waves of fear and anxiety wash over you. And as you turn to look up, you see it, a hazy apparition illuminating the ruins of Sultra, a white butterfly in the darkness. Its great wings seem to bend light around them in an impossible way. And it ascends like no other ship. A butterfly's a ship. No other ship you've seen before. For a moment, it seems to hang motionless above the trees. And then the wings come alive with bright, glowing, perfectly symmetrical glyphs, like blood vessels filled with liquid light. A halo of light forms around the ship as it sets off for the dark void, leaving Kua. Um,
Oh, the butterfly.
Yeah.
That
The
was in one of
butterfly.
the songs I heard.
yeah, it's a ship that will show you. Hold on. I'll do a little screen thing here as we little screen share action so you guys can see the butterfly. Butterfly. Oh, great. Okay, hold on. I have to give Zoom permission to see my screen. This is what happens when you have a new computer. Oop. Oh no, I can't do it.
Can you do it on roll 20?
I could do it on roll 20. That is a good suggestion, Crystal. All right.
Yeah,
How
you
do I
know,
get out of
broken
there?
clock is right twice a day.
That's the truth. All right, hold on 1 second. I will put it in roll 20. Da-da-da. I don't actually, I was about to say I'm on roll 20, but yes, I'm on roll 20, was I? All right. Let's go like this. I have to keep doing dramatic music because it's, well, okay, there we go. There it is. You guys can see it, right?
Yeah, it does look like a butterfly for sure.
Yep. So, I mean, you didn't fill the whole thing, obviously, but
Very
it's fine.
pretty.
You get the idea. So that takes off into the sky, and you can see the girl drops to her knees and starts to pray. And just because I like to wrap things up in a really fun way, go ahead and test mystic powers. Everybody who has mystic powers.
Okay.
Okay.
Since I accidentally tested them earlier and succeeded.
Mystic powers.
Mm, just 1-6.
Dang, no, this
Oh.
time I failed.
Okay.
1-6.
Oh man, I had the mystic power thing up on my screen a minute ago. I always move off the screen right when I need to use it.
Isn't that always the
Test.
way?
Oh, hold on. Actually, everybody can. Actually, Mike, you can also test empathy. Yes. If you fail, you take 3 points of stress.
Cool.
Yeah. Fun. All right, here we go. Okay. Failure causes her to suffer -2 on all actions. Okay, we don't care about that because you're not gonna. Oh, you succeeded, so you don't take any stress. All right, so with mystic powers who succeeded through the gray mist, the mystic PC, I guess Amira, sees 3 ghostly silhouettes approaching, dressed in long white gowns. A monotonous chanting grows steadily until it cuts like knives in her ears. Suddenly, the affected PC hears a faint song emanating from inside herself. The soft words force the ghost to retreat, and the PCs slowly begin to understand the meaning of the song. Kind of internally, like I don't actually have what the meaning of the song is. Just because you're gonna ask me, I know you are. The pain intensifies nonetheless until it becomes unbearable, and the shielding song turns into a cry of pain. The PC feels as if she is being flayed alive and collapses to the ground. You're unconscious for a turn or two before your vision. So yeah, you basically drop after the butterfly happens.
Okay.
You see this vision, and then you just you scream and fall to the ground. Somehow
any...
you know that. Oh, hold on. No, there's a song. Here we go. The fragments come together, 1,000 faces for the shadows. My children, my beloved, hear my song and become it. In your darkest hour, hear my song and defend it. Sing, brothers, sing, sisters, sing it. Here we go. So you do hear the song.
Okay.
Bam, I put it in roll 20.
Do we only hear the song if we succeeded on the roll, or do we hear the song no matter what?
Oh, that's so weird. No, you hear the song no matter what if you have mystic powers.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about if I passed my empathy?
You have nothing. Yeah. So basically, so if you failed the mystic power roll or the empathy roll, you take 3 stress. If you
Okay.
succeeded, you don't take the stress. If you're a mystic, you see the thing that or experience the thing. So basically, both Cyrus and Amira scream out and collapse. And
Yep.
probably as the same time as this who's not a mystic, but she fell to her knees in prayer when you saw this butterfly fly off into the night. And you can see in the distance the small flickering lights of the hospital that was pointed out to you as we go into darkness, and probably leave it there. I think that's probably a good place to leave it.
Yeah, seems to be.
You are one step closer to getting.
Any final thoughts, though?
Yes, Saeed will go up to Amira and try to shake her and go, Amira, you need to like, comment, and subscribe to Bandits Keep Actual Play. And if you can, ring the notification bell.
Only if you can. All right, thanks, guys. Oh, now I have to make sure I do this right because